Thank you for watching our Day 3 recap for RI3D at Iowa State University.
I'm Mark, I'm our software lead.
And I'm Lyra, I'm one of the assembly leads.
To start off, we'd like to update you on the VRM situation from yesterday. Today we learned we did not fry our VRM, but instead we had blown a breaker on our PDP. Additionally, we discovered that this year, wiring a radio through a VRM is not competition legal, so we then removed our VRM entirely. We started out this morning at 7 a.m. by testing our shooter mounted on our chassis. We adjusted both the speeds of our primary and secondary motors, as well as changing out our compliant wheels until we were scoring about a third of the time.
So we were using versaplanetaries for both our intake up-down and our climber, but we ran into issues with both of those. On the intake up-down, we could feel the motor spinning, but there were issues with it actually either engaging somewhere inside the motor or something. We couldn't really figure it out. So for now, the intake just kind of sits flopped over the bumper and it can't be raised and lowered. And then for the climber, there were some internal issues. It just seemed to be built wrong. When we took it apart, we saw that the teeth on the gears were not meshing and engaging with each other. So we took it apart and rebuilt it about 2 times, and it just ended up not working. So that led to us asking ourselves, are we going to spend more time working on the climber, or are we going to just try to get the shooter and intake all ready to go? And we decided that we're going to just keep the climber on the robot, but it's just going to be non-functional for now.
Our robot's programming this year was quite simple. We didn't have a whole lot of time to get down the basic functions, so we focused on our primary functions and how they interact with each other rather than focusing on something like autonomous or April tags. For the driver station, we're running a Steam Deck running on Windows 11 using handheld companion to have the Steam Deck's controller emulate an Xbox 360 controller, which then acts as X input into FRC driver station.
While we do have an intake, a shooter, and a climber in our robot, and the intake and shooter are working, all 3 of those have issues that are making them currently illegal. Because the intake up-down is broken, we cannot get it into a legal starting position. It just constantly sits outside our frame perimeter. The shooter is also outside our frame perimeter, and the climber, because it is constantly in its extended position, it is breaking the 30-inch height limit. To fix this, we would just need to fix the motors on the climber and the intake so that the up-down and the climber motor can be run. And then for the shooter, it seems that if we just add a curve to the currently very boxy shooter, it will take away the corner that is poking out of our frame perimeter. Today we did our last little bit of assembly on the hopper. We didn't have any prototype designs for this, but we had a pretty good idea of the shape we wanted, so we cut out the base of the hopper out of some plywood, and then we got some acrylic, bent it, and attached it via some donated L brackets from Team Neutrino to make the walls of the hopper. And then later we added on our sponsor logos and then an RI3D on the side, and it's nice and it's made out of acrylic.
We ended off our build event by taking a group picture with the robot and then cleaning up our workspaces. During our off-season, we plan on making our robot competition legal. We believe it's important to provide high school teams with the resources to not only look at what we've done and build off of that, but make sure what we're doing sets the example for what they plan to do. We also plan on improving our code. We want to be able to use the April tags to gauge our distance from the goal and adjust our shooter speed to always make it in. We also plan on improving our robot so our climber actually works. We also plan on improving both our climber and our intake to make them more reliable. Finally, we plan on attending multiple outreach events to expand the reach of our club.
Hi, my name is Ella Meyer, and I'm president and co-founder of Robot in 3 Days at Iowa State University. We made it to day 3. Thank you for watching all of our recaps and the day 3 recap. For day 3, I would like to thank our sponsors: Iowa State Student Government, Master Tool and Manufacturing, Milwaukee Tools, John Haskell, and our partner FRC team 3928 Team Neutrino for loaning and donating parts as well as assisting us in building the field elements. Thank you. This event would not be possible without you. For day 3, I would also like to thank Hickory Park here in Ames for donating dinner. Thank you. Thank you for watching the day 3 recap, and we hope you enjoyed the event.